Hi everyone, it's Paul from Denbee Honey. How are we all doing? Yep, it's Saturday morning and today is going to be quite a long day with the bees. Hopefully I'll get a bit filmed today as well. The sun is just trying to come out. It's a little bit cloudy, so they probably won't be very happy that we're going to go and check them all, see what's happening, probably take a few supers off, the last few that are on there, and go through the brood boxes, see what's going on there. And that'll probably this week, and then I'll probably knock it back down to 2-week inspections now, because last week on looking at the brood nests when we were going around last week, they're all contracting and there's no nectar coming in now. I think the flow's over, but we'll have a look today, see what they've done with the last few supers that are on, see if there's anything gone into them. I want to try and find a couple of new queens that I've not managed to find yet and get a mark on them. So we'll try and do that as well. I'm going to start them hives first, but I'll show you that later. So we're going to crack on then. Follow me up to the apiaries. The first one's going to be the Grove apiary, then we'll do Bluebell, and then we'll come back down here and do the ones in the field. So let's go for it. Here we are, just arrived. I think this has got to be my favourite apiary now, you know. It's lovely. Really calm, out the way of everyone. These look quite calm. Sounds like someone's doing a bit of pigeon shooting in the background. So we're going to have a look through. This one here, the smallest one on the left, we're going to go through that one first, because there's a queen in there and I've not managed to be able to find her yet. So I'd like to be able to find her a marker. So we'll have a look at that one, and then the same thing applies to that. There's a queen in there. I'd like to be able to look through there and mark her too. So what I'll do, I'll set the stand up and then we'll have a look. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just put my gloves on. I've had to turn my camera on first. Sometimes it don't work through the gloves. I'm just behind the camera at the moment. We'll be in 2 seconds. I'll put a bit of smoke in. I've already put a little bit in. And don't forget, guys, wash any of your gloves and your tools between every hive, and definitely between every apiary. And ideally, make sure that you've got each apiary's got its own separate wash to wash all your tools. Very important, that is. Basic stuff. No excuses. And then if you do have a problem, so I'm just washing my tools. If you do have a problem, then hopefully you can confine it to that one apiary. Not always, but gives you a good chance. Right, we're going to open them up. They've had a bit of smoke. I'll give them a little bit more actually. just a little bit. I've got my queen catcher set up as well, because I want to try and find this queen today if I can. Yeah, look, got the queen catcher ready. Actually, I want the blue one. Prefer this one. This one's the better one out of the two. We'll put that on there. Well, let's have a look in, see what we've got. I expect them to be a bit spicy because it's still quite early and probably a lot of them are still at home, not out. Oh, that's stuck on tight. I like to have a little quick look. Got all them in there. See them all? That's what you call a box of bees. We'll have a look how heavy the super is. Yeah, there's no weight in that. There's nothing in them. I'll just, I'll put them there for now actually. I just don't think there's anything that flows over it with us, I think. I really do. So we're going to hopefully find the queen in this and mark her. I'll put a bit of smoke on them, look, calm on down. Have a little look. Can you see that? Put the camera down a little bit. Okay. That's nice, that is. Good angle, that is, guys. Good angle. Right, let's have a look. Number 2. This is a queen that they made themselves. And hopefully I can see her and mark her. This is the bit I don't like, getting the frames out. I know some of you will say, well, get the one in, so you don't roll them. Well, yeah, that's all good, but I know she probably won't be here on this out one. And to me, these bees look very hungry. That's what I think. They look very hungry. So we might have to feed them. We'll have a look. Because they've got their heads in there. I've got a feeling that they could be hungry. Right, let's see if we can find this Her Majesty and mark her up. This one, they seem to create loads of propolis. Everything is really stuck together. These frames are light. Yeah, I'm gonna. What does that super? Does it feel heavy? No, I think these bees need food. It's not a problem. We can go down home and drop one on. What I'll do, I'll make a note of it in my book. Right. See what's happening in this hive. Strange. I've got a bit of brood, not a lot though, and some eggs. Yeah, some eggs in there as well. There's a good chance she'll be around here somewhere. And if she is, we're going to catch her and mark her up. Still quite warm, to be fair. I'm quite warm here. Come on. Where are you, my darling? Brood. Yeah, it looks nice and white as well. Beautiful. Yeah. Now, I have a bad habit searching for the queen, expecting her to be bright. And while I do that, I miss her. Because sometimes you get really dark ones. I got a really dark one in the hive next door. It's really, really dark. And I missed her a couple of times because I was looking for her to be dark. Sorry, for a light queen, and she weren't. Bearing in mind that these have made them queens themselves, so the buckfast ones are generally quite light in colour. Ah, this is interesting. Some queen cups there, but with no eggs in them. There's eggs all in here. She's round here somewhere. Just a matter of time and we'll find her, I think. Hopefully. Can you see that? If we can't find her this time through, we'll go back through and find her. But I think she'll be in here somewhere. Yeah, loads of eggs. There she is. Oh, she is. Ha! There she is, look. I actually got my hives my notes mixed up, look. Here she is here. Look if you can see her. See her? She's marked. Running around laying, okay? So she's doing all right. So, typical. I'm looking at the wrong guy first. Never mind. We can... it must be the one next door then. Yeah, there's loads of brood in here, look. To go. That's all going to hatch soon. That's all good stuff. But I think they're hungry. I'm going to have a look through that super in a minute. And see there's brood in there. Let's have a look. Okay. No food in this brood box whatsoever. So, move all them back very gently. Shake them in. And put the queen excluder on. And then what I'm going to do now, I'll have a quick look at in that super. Because there's no... If there's a bit of grub in there, I'll leave it on. Oops. Let's get out of smoke, a little bit of smoke. Get them down. Shit. Okay, let's put this super on and have a look what's in there. I just don't think there's any food in it. Let's have a look. We lift a couple of these out, see what's in them. Nothing. Bit of nectar there, look. They've got a bit. You can see it, but they're eating it. In here, look, there is nectar in there. Look. See it on me hive tool, look. They've got a bit, but not a lot. So what I think I'm going to do is not a lot in there. There's a little bit in there, but not a great deal. I'd imagine they're all going to be like this now. That's quite heavy. okay. Right. What I'll do is put the lid back on, put it in my notes, and then we'll make a decision what we're going to do with it. It's the best thing to do, I've found. Rather than making any rash decisions, nothing's going to happen straight away. We'll make some notes, and then we'll go on to the next one, and then we can cure the problem later on. What I'll probably do is take that super off and feed them, or just put some feed on the top for now. Hive number 7. Let's go and have a look in this one. This has got 2 supers on remaining. We'll have a look, see what's going on in here. I'll tell by just lifting the supers. See, that feels fairly light as well. It tells me there's not a lot going on. There's nothing in that. Nothing in that. Let's have a look in this one. That one feels a bit of weight in it. But that top one ain't at all. Oh, move my camera around again. This is the one, now then, I've got to find the queen in. And I know the one next to it, and the next one we're going to look at, I know there's a buckfast in there. So it must be this one we're looking for. This one in here. A bit of a tidy up. Bit of housekeeping up. See, the only trouble with these abellos, the recesses, you do have a tendency to, unfortunately, squish a few bees when you put the lids back on, if you're not careful. Well, I say if you're not careful, but in all honesty, you can't really avoid it. This is stuck down well and all. Right then, let's have a look. Hiya. Hi girls. You see that? Let's check my camera. Yeah, alright. See that, look? Pollen, look there. Bit of pollen in there. Hive. And what do they use that for? Feeding the babies. Oh yeah, look, got one just hatching here. Can you see it? Where is it? There, look. Watch. See, look. She's coming out. It's being born, look, that one. Here she comes. She's just chewing her way out. Nice frame of brood there, look. See that? I tell you what though, if you've not done any beekeeping before and you really want to fancy it, you want to go and have a look, because it's absolutely fascinating. Yeah. I'm making a few queen cells, you know. Well, that were a little play cup. This, I can see one on top of this frame as well. Don't know what they're doing. Here's one here, look. They're just playing. There's no eggs in them. There's eggs on this frame, so keep your eye out for the queen. Because I can't find her. That one there is a drone, so still got a drone in there. Not many drones left. Frame it, a load of eggs in here. So she's in here somewhere. Yeah, you want to, if you've never done beekeeping, you want to go, you're interested in it, you want to go and have a look. Go to a club, phone the club up, get in touch, email them. And any club worth its salt will invite you with open arms. And show you, let you have a little, they do experience, taster days and stuff like that. So what I'm doing now, I'm just looking for the queen. See where she's at. It's full of eggs in here, so see there's another play cup here, look. Is she? She is. And she's back. Pink. I'm losing the plot, guys. Oh no. I can't remember marking her. Oh dear. Yeah, look. There she is. Can you see her on that? It's down here. She's gone round this side now. So, right, okay then. This is interesting as well, look. Alright, see this, look. This is all drone brood here. Can you see that? See the difference? It's all drone brood, look. So they're still making a few drones. The play cut, look. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, more drones there. More eggs. Look at that for a, see that, look at that for a frame. Frame of brood, look, beautiful. Woohoo! It's going to be these won't have no problems with wasps at all. At all. So seeing the queen, there's a few play cups as well. So I've got to make a decision now. What do I do? And what I'm going to do is put the queen excluder back on. And we'll have a think about this one. When I had my exam, I was told to just waft it over the top. And it's right, so I'm very make sure I do that every time now. Because it is actually a good thing. Better than just blasting the smoke all over them. Okay, so this one, what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to leave 2 supers on that. I think, because we'll have a look at, let's just have a look at this one, see what's in there. Let's have a look. These bees are hungry. They're hungry, man. Right. I think what we're going to have to do is take the supers off. Or what I might do is just give them a bit of food. 1, 2. We'll see. We'll have to think about it. I'm going to put it in my notes and we'll be right back. On to the next one. This is Buckfast Queen. And we know we ain't got to mark her because she's already marked. She was being a bit sneaky as well last time, couldn't find her. But good thing about today is, I know we said that we were going to mark one of these. Well, actually, that feels heavy, that does. That's good. So this one's not too bad. I'll feed those at 2 though. Oh, you're right, okay. I feel that this one's light. Okay, it's cool. They are a bit light on. That one on the super felt quite heavy, to be honest with you, but they're still getting through their stores. Excuse me if I'm mumbling away, I tend to do that when I'm concentrating. The important thing is, though, for you lot, guys, is to see what we're doing. Because I'm very aware that a lot of my videos just lately have been me talking about beekeeping and not actually you seeing any of it. The reason really behind that was because we've been that busy, and to do videos takes such a long time of your time up. So I've not really had the time, but now most of our supers are off. I have got time to do a bit of talking. So we're looking for a blue Buckfast Queen in this lot somewhere. We've got stacks of eggs in here. So she's in here somewhere, guys. Somewhere Just give them a little bit of smoke. I think I might have to get my glasses checked out, you know, because I'm struggling to see the eggs again. Here they are, there's eggs in here. Yeah, loads of eggs in there. And brood, look. See the brood? The larva. There you go, look. That's good. So there's a good possibility that she's round here somewhere. Look at that for a frame of brood, look at that. Look at that, that's like, look at it. Beautiful. And there, look. Wow. Wow. She is awesome. And elusive, because I can't find her. She's in here somewhere, but she's... Yeah, that's full of brood as well. Blimey, man. But you see, I found eggs and brood in all stages, so we know everything's all right. So if you ain't found her, there she is. Haha, see her? Can you see her? There, look. Beautiful. Let's get her back in. That's what I've done. I've seen what I need to see now, folks. Be very gentle. Let me put that frame back in. Push the other ones up. A little bit of smoke just to get them down. Yeah, a little bit of smoke. Well, that's good. So, slide them back up. That's sound. We're happy with that. Oops, that's it. Get a bit of smoke then. Let them escape. Yeah, look, that's it. That's it. Job's a good one. So what we're going to do with this is have a look at this. See what this is doing in here first. There ain't a lot going on in here, so okay. Rightio. So we're gonna okay. It's all good stuff. I'm gonna take this big double brood off. We'll brush the bees off, and then we'll just put this one back on the top, I think. That's got some weight to it. Okay, right. I'm gonna look. So what I do what we'll do is we'll take these frames out one by one. I'm going to get rid of this brood box because they're not putting anything in and it's just extra heat. And you see, I'm going to get my brush, a little big soft brush, I think it's horsehair. We brush them all back in, but we'll brush them back into the brood box. It's a bit frantic, so I'll crack on with it and then we'll film the next time when I get to it. Okie dokie. This is the last hive on this one. The last hive of this apiary. What I've got, I've just took that brood box off the one we heard because they're doing nothing with it. So all they're doing is they're heating and occupying a space for no reason. So my way of thinking is take that off. Take them off, give them a bit of less space, especially this time of year with the wasps. Although you know what, we've been really lucky this year. I don't know what it is. They seem to be visiting the garage where where I store my honey supers and that. They seem to be going in there quite a lot, but not bothering any of the hives. So it's pretty good really. And these hives are that strong anyway. They won't, I don't think they'll pose much trouble anyway, but they're in. There's the odd one up here, but not many at all. Well, we'll have a look at this. This is the last one, like I said. Let's have a look. I'm just going to check the camera again. Yeah, I'll move it a little bit closer. And then that brood box there, I've just took off, there's a couple of frames left with brood in, just only a couple. What I'll do, if there's some frames in here, I'll swap them out and put them in here so it gives them a few more bees. Now then, fourth time lucky, yeah, fourth time lucky, this, I know for a fact we've got a queen in here that needs marking. I know that for a fact. Although saying that, I said that about the last few, didn't I? Where's them? Let's just have a look which end we put there. I put 3 in here on the end lot. See? Can you see that? There's a bit of brood left in them. So I'll put them 3 in here if there's space for them. Give them a bit more room. Give them a bit more people, bees to help them fight the wasps. If not, I'll put them in another one down there, on the other apron. I like to shake them off just in case she's on there. Right, we've had three queens out of 3 today, so let's hopefully find 4. Hey, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? That's got pollen in it, so I might take that one away. It's not only a little bit, and give them a new. There's eggs in brood in all stages on here. So could she be on here? I hope I find her. I'll be ever so pleased if I can. Tell you what though, you know, this season, I've been really quite blessed with with them making their own queens. I didn't have much luck last year. I think a lot of that was due to me just being impatient. We weren't giving them long enough. This year we've done really well. So going forward, we'll probably do a bit more that next season. I tell you what I'd like to get on is a queen rearing course. So I'm going to keep my eye out for that with the BBKA, and if they have one come up, I'm going to hopefully, well, I'll apply to try and get on it. And it shows you all about how to rear your queens properly. Okay, it's not there. I've seen eggs though, so she is in here. This is a colony, you know. I nearly gave up on. I didn't think they had a queen. I didn't think they'd raised it. And they had. They had. Just got to find her now. Make sure I've got my queen catcher ready, at the ready. Once you see them, you know, you don't want to take your eye off them. As soon as you take your eye off them, bang, they're gone. Beautiful frame of brood. Doing really well again. These are now. Nice. I like it. Feel fan in my face. Oh, I don't know where she is. If she's not in here. I've got them, not forgetting them frames. I'll put them in here in a minute. Drop that one in. That one can go in there as well. I've got to make sure as well that she's not on there, so bird in there, look, put that in. 3. They'll like that. Can't find her. She's hiding from me. Okay. I've seen enough. I'll chuck this brood box with the frames in when I get in home in the freezer. Kills all the, if there's any wax moth or anything like that. And then this will go in storage then for next year. So I'm just going to get rid of this out of the way. Okie dokie, well that's that Turk Grove apiary done. Now we're down at the Bluebell apiary. I won't film all this, it's just the same stuff as what I've just been doing. But we've still got some supers on. Well, that's a double brood with 3 supers. Single brood, brood and a half, and I've not found the queen on that one yet. So I need to find her. I want to get rid of that half of a brood. I'll never do that again. I think it's a rubbish idea, having half a brood. You either have 1 brood or 2 brood. Don't bother with half. It's just not worth it. But I tried that this year. You know, you learn, don't you? And I've learned that it's not my cup of tea, so we're not going to bother with that. This is the one that I united. These seem to be doing quite well now. So we'll have a look in there. Hopefully that 1 brood box and super will be coming off. There's nothing in them. And then what I'm going to do, once I've done these 2 apiaries, I'm going to zip down home. And what I'll do then is I'm going to come up and I'm going to put some feed in them, because them ones up there look a bit hungry. I'm going to put some feed on, just for my own peace of mind really, because this is where you lose your bees, you'll starve. Because there's absolutely 0 nectar in this area now, 0, and you can tell they're just not bringing anything in. So we'll crack on, and then at the end, once I've finished, we'll have a chat. Whew. Job done. Thirsty work, this beekeeping lot. Yeah, we've been through this lot, excuse me, pardon me. We've been through this lot, and I've took a couple of supers off. There's nothing in them, but we're taking them off now. We've left them all with 1 on. And there's a bit of honey left in the supers, because what I intend to do is come back. We're going away. My son's looking after the place while we're away. We'll probably be back by the time you watch this anyway. And then what I'll do, I'll come back and take every super off, stick my treatment in for varroamite, earlier the better. And if you treat early, you get better bees next year. So that's what we've done. I've been through all of these, and I had a nucleus as well. It was queenless, and I've decided to shake them out. They weren't doing very well. I left them to make their own queen, and it ain't worked out, so I've shook them out. I'll show you them in a minute. Let me just turn the camera around. Here we go, look. So the hives are a bit smaller now. That's where the nuke was, look. See all the bees on there. I shook them out in front of the, well, behind me, and they're all gathered back there. But what they'll do, they'll eventually beg their way into there and to there, strengthening these hives for winter. Sounds a bit crazy, we're talking about winter already, but in beekeeping you have to plan a good 6 weeks before the actual. So you've got to be 6 weeks, planning for 6 weeks ahead. Sorry. So that's what we're doing. That one's got a brood box and a super. The brood box at the top is more or less empty. There's a bit of brood left in it, so I'm giving it a few more days and that'll come off. And then we'll leave that one super on. So then when we get back off our holidays, I'll come back up, all the supers will come off, and then we'll treat. And the job's a good one. It's quite good really. It's quite, anyway, it's quite a nice feeling now that we're kind of coming towards the end of it. It's been, the last 6 weeks really has been really hard work, but we're coming to the end of that now. And like I said in the video earlier, we're going to start be doing inspections less and less now, so we'll have a bit more time. I've got loads of jobs to do back at home that need doing and have been put aside, just keep putting them off. And I'm just blessed with a very understanding wife, because she's got a lot of stuff wants doing back home and they're not getting done because I'm up here with these. So she's been really good, and I thank her for that. I really do. Right, we'll go down home now. I'm going to go down home. I'm going to have a cup of tea, a bit of lunch, and then we'll crack on in the residence apiary. That's what I'm going to call it, I think. Anyway, see you in a minute. Back up we did the Bluebell apiary now. We've been and done that. Took what we can off, left them a bit of room. They've all got enough food in there. These ones from earlier that I said to you, that one and that one, were lighting food, and I'm a bit worried that they could starve. Okay, right, but what I want to do now, I want to make a point. We've got to get this point across, very important. All our honey, Denbee honey, has been taken off now, okay? It's all been extracted, it's in tubs, ready for the consumer. But some of you'll say, but he's still got supers on these. Look, 1, 2, 3. There's not one on that one. And they'll say, well, you can't feed syrup when your bees, when you've got supers on, because the bees will just store sugar syrup in the supers, and then you're going to extract them and you'll just be jarring up sugar water. Well, yes, that's correct, you would be. But I've got a bit of a dilemma today, and what it is these hives are really strong hives still. I've took supers off, they're still really strong hives, and there's still a lot of brood to hatch out, okay? So what I want to do is leave them a bit of room, just a bit of room. Like I said earlier in the videos, I'm going away for a week, so I just want to make sure they've got a bit of room for when all that brood hatches out. It's a safe gamble. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put feeders on top and put some syrup in, and just as a backup measure so that they don't starve to death. But I've got to say, these will never get extracted into jars. All I'm going to do is put a bit of syrup in, and they'll eat that anyway. And then when I come back off my holidays, I'll take them off, start treating, happy days. All right, so I just wanted to get that across, that yeah, we have got supers on and we've given them a bit of syrup, and yes, they might store a little bit in there, but that's never going to go anywhere near our jars, okay? It's only for the bees, they'll eat it anyway. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to put feeders on. I like to do this normally later on in the evening, because you don't like to attract attention, but we're going to do it quickly, and if we do it quickly we should be all right. Get that in there like that, then we'll just going to wax them in. I've just got 3 to do up here. They're 2.5 litre feeders they are, and they'll take that down in a day. Easily in a day. That's that one done. So it doesn't matter with this one because there's no supers on here, so whatever they take down, they'll store it in the nest, in the brood box. Okay, we'll go on to the ones. Because like I said earlier, as soon as we get back off our holidays, the supers are coming off anyway. And the treatment will be going in. Still only 1-to-1 syrup at the moment, but it has got Hive Alive in it as well. So, like everything we do here at Denbee Honey, no expense spared. Just look at our hives. The best you can get, in my opinion. They're the best you can get. And all our treatments that we give to the bees is the best we can give them. So the Hive Alive is an additive that you can put in the sugar water, and it's supposed to be really good for the bees, for their gut health, and all kind of things like that. I'm no expert in it, but it is good stuff. It's expensive, but like I said, no expense spared. That's that done. I'm quite happy now. And actually what I'll probably do with these now is leave them probably for 2 weeks. I probably won't come back to these. Well, actually, I'll probably come back one more time in a couple of, probably 3 days time, give them a bit more syrup, and then that'll be it then for a couple of weeks. Okay, so we're going to go back down home now. I still ain't had a cup of tea yet. We'll go back down home and cup of tea, a sandwich, and then we'll do the residence. Right, I know I said earlier I'll go home and have a cup of tea and a sandwich and then we'll do the residence. Well, what actually happened is I went home and I thought I'll nip back up and feed them. So in the video that you've just seen, you see me going, after saying I'm going down home for a sandwich and then going over the resident apiary, I actually went back up and fed them bees first, so you'll see that video. Now I've had my sandwich and my cup of tea. Now we'll go over the residence and do some inspections over there. What I want to do is I want to look inside this hive first of all. This snook was the one that they made a queen, and then about as soon as they could, they made it a supersedure cell. So I let them crack on with it, and I put a picture in of the supersedure cell. I kept it because it would look brilliant. Definite textbook supersedure cell. Anyway, there's another queen hatched in here now. She's laying, and I tell you what, she's beautiful. So if I get my hands on her, I'll mark her and I'll show you. If I don't, we'll move on to the next one after. Okay, so we've gone in and we've found the queen. She's in there. She's in the queen catcher. And what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to mark her up and drop her back in. I can't really video it with one hand, so you just have to trust me. But we've got her and we'll put her back in. She's lovely, she is. Right. Right, we're going to have a look in this one. This is that Black Mountain honey queen that I introduced. And we'll have a look, see what she's doing. I couldn't find her last time, which was a bit odd. That one I've just done, you know, the one I've just said I've found the queen and marked her up. She was on the side of the nuke. That's why I couldn't find her. I had to take her off the side of the nuke. And, we'll have a look in here. Hopefully we'll have some brood and in all stages. This has got a lot of bees in it, which is always a bonus. Keep them wasps at bay. We'll have a look, see if we can find her. She should be in here. As soon as if I see her or see her eggs, that's it, I'm happy. And then these will be alright then. I must get this up on a higher plinth because it kills your back bending down like that. I had a bad back a few weeks ago and it's probably why. Well, it wouldn't have helped, would it? It wouldn't help. They look well. I'll put that there, look, a minute. Actually, I don't want to put it in front of the entrance, I'll put it at the back. I'll put it down here. So the queen on it, that's the only thing I'm worried about, the queen being on it, you see. I think I'll shake them off into there, so she can't be. It's polished all out, these cells are. So I'm hoping that we'll find some eggs and brood. The sound they give you is fantastic, you know. When you got your head in there, you hear them buzzing. It's fabulous. Nothing yet. That feels like it's got... Ah, that's interesting. So we've got a load of queen cells. Right, okay. So obviously that queen that we introduced was no good. Oh dear. So they accepted her, let her lay a few eggs, and then must have killed her. So what I'm going to have to do now with these is choose one of them queen cells that I think's any good. There's a load in here, and then Leave them to it. It's a bit disappointing. Oh well. These things happen, I'm afraid. That's a shame, that was a nice one as well. Oh well. I like that one. So you can see these, look, I'll show you. I can't shake the frame though because it's got queen cells on it and I've got to choose one of these now, but what's happened, look, for some reason the queen cell, the queen didn't make it, so they're trying to raise their own. Now that one there looks as if it's, ah no, it's all right. I thought it had hatched, but it hasn't. So yeah, that's what can happen. So there you have it. The chances of these mating now is quite low. You never know. You never know. So I'm going to squeeze them down to the one that I think is the best, which you really don't know that, to tell you the truth. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. They're down. That one's down. It's amazing how the more experience you get, you know, if this had happened to me about a year ago, I'd be panicking now, but you get to know what the crack is, to be honest. Eventually. I'm going to leave that one, I think. Don't like that one. That one looks quite good. I've got down to 2. So I'm down to 2 queen cells. There was a load on there. And I think out of the 2, I think I'm going to choose that one. So I've squashed all the others down, look. There's that one as well, I don't like that. So I'm going to see that one, squash him. Alright, make sure you only leave one, which is what we've done. So we've got one left in here. What I'll do, I'll mark the frame which it's on. Tell you what, I am kind of like thinking about uniting them again, putting them back together. Oh well, for some reason. Fair enough. We'll let them. I've left one queen cell just goes to show you, look, this is what happens. So she was accepted, and in that new cage, what I did, she was crawling around, she started laying eggs, and then for some reason they didn't like her, so they let her lay a few eggs, killed her, and made their own. That's what I think. They've got plenty of grub up top here. So I'll just leave these now. See what happens with them. Oh well. Gutted. Gutted, man. Yep. On to the next. Righto, so that's that one. Well, we went through two. We've got to go through all of these. I won't film anything unless something's really good, that's interesting. If not, we'll catch up. We'll sum it all up at the end in a bit. Catch you in a minute. That's it, guys, for the resident apiary. We had a bit of a, I don't know. They're always throwing surprises at you, aren't they? Yeah, so the new introduced queen that we put in there was killed, and they tried to, so they put in a load of swarm cells. So what I've done is squashed all them down and I've combined that hive with that one there. Newspaper combined job. You see the newspaper in between. So that was I wouldn't say it was a weak hive, but it wasn't really strong. So now they'll turn out to be a nice strong hive for the winter. You got to be, sorry about the noise, it's the farmer next door is getting his potatoes in. I might go over there with my bag in a bit. Yeah, so, and that one, when we went in there was swarm cells again. So what I'm going to do with that, I'm just going to take the queen away, split it, do an heavy split on it, take the queen away and then shake the rest out. I think I'll do that tomorrow when they've all settled down a bit. There's enough going on it in this apiary now today. You have to kind of, and that one over there, look, that's the one where I marked the queen. They're doing really well actually. That supersedes yourself, so I'm happy with that. So yeah, but what I've learnt now, this is like my fourth season, third full season, the fourth year. I've learnt now that sometimes you gotta make some hard decisions, otherwise you end up with loads of hives. And you know, 10's my magic number at the moment. I'll be honest with you. I don't want to be more than 10, but I am more than 10 at the minute. But I think by the time we've finished, I think we'll probably be down to 10, which is just what I want. Because 10's enough. I mean, I've been doing these all day today. It's Saturday. I've been on them all day. I had a lunch break. I've just finished now. Well, I've not really finished actually, because that I could do with splitting that really and taking it up the wood, but I'm not going to. I'll do it tomorrow. I'm just going to do a massive split on it. I'm not going to I think it's a bit risky trying to let them make their own queen now. It's getting on a bit late, and it's just wasting my time, I think. So yeah, sorry, my sweat's stinging in my eyes. I forgot to put my headband on. Right, we'll go over home now. Right, we're back in home now. So I got in home, and as soon as I got in home, I went and had a shower, because it's actually warmed up this afternoon, and it got quite warm in that suit. Anyway, we're back in home now. Let's talk about what we did today. Quite a long video. I think it will be once I've finished editing it. I'll try and take a lot of it out, but there's no quick way of doing inspections really. Doing it right anyway. Everything was pretty good, pretty what I expected. we've fed a couple of the bees, which I was a bit suspect on last time we done an inspection. So that's all good. The only sort of dilemma we had was in the residence apiary next to the house, where that queen, she was accepted. They let her lay a few eggs and then they killed her. And that's the first one for me. I've never had that one before, but you know, it is what it is, I suppose. And then the other nuke in that apiary, again, produced some swarm cells, just 2. So what I've done, what I'm going to do, I've squashed them down, and I'll make a split out of that and move it in the morning. I'm just tired. It's been a long shift with the bees, so I thought I'd do it tomorrow when I'm feeling a bit more fresh. Yeah, so apart from that, it's been all good. It's all been good. Now, I've got my notes here because I want to make a quick mention. Tektron UK, that's who I bought my extractor off. 24 frame extractor, absolutely fantastic. Real good quality as well. I've done a lot of extracting out of it this season and it's been brilliant. It really has. You cannot get better value for money on any extractor on the market for the quality, and the customer service is fantastic. It really is. Nothing's too much trouble for Darius. I know for a fact any problems, I'm confident now, could ring him up and he'll be straight on the phone, and he wants to help. So the reason I'm giving him a mention, Tektron UK, I should be buying quite a bit of kit off them in the next couple of years. I want a decapping table. I also want a creaming machine, and I also want a settling tank. They do all of them. So that's and a warming cabinet. I've got one that I made, but I'm actually going to buy a proper one off them because it's really good. So what I want to, I'm going off on one again, but what I wanted to do, the reason I've mentioned it is they've sort of got a show, they've bought a sort of a show factory bit now, a unit. They've not had one before, but they're building the business, which is absolutely fantastic. Makes me want to support them even more, if I'm honest. And they're having an opening day. It's on the 13th of the 9th, 25. So that's 13th of September. And it's in Great Yarmouth. So if you're anywhere near there, I'm going to try and make it, but it is quite a journey for me. So all depending on what I'm doing or what I'm up to that weekend. But if you're anywhere near there, if you go on there, just go on their Facebook page and search them, and it'll tell you all the details that are on there. But it's in Great Yarmouth, and it's on 13th of September, and it'll be great. You'll be able to see all the kit, what kit they're selling and all that. I'm quite jealous because definitely wish I could say I'm going to make it, but I'm not sure yet. Like I said, it's a good journey for us. But anyway, and also, while we're at it, don't forget, if you fancy trying a bit of our honey, it's now for sale on the website. So you can go straight onto the website, denbeehoney.co.uk, and you can order some off that. We also sell gift vouchers on there as well. So if you want to give somebody a gift voucher, they can use it to buy honey for, it makes good presents and stuff like that. But it's doing all right actually so far. So we're going to build on that. So that's about it for today. I think I've done everything now. So I'm going to have a pint now. I think I'm going to have a nice pint of Guinness and relax, because we've done a lot today and it's been a busy day. So please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one, guys.